You wanna watch me bleed?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 29 of AMO Wrestling. And this is your main event of the evening. Of course, WWX coming up very soon. That's locked in, that's loaded. We will run through the matches, I'm sure, shortly. But right now we are having our entrances for a 4-way tag team championship match. The special thing about this match is it isn't, everybody four corners. It is a tornado style elimination tag team match. In the ring, after making their entrance, is Subway. Coming down to the ring now is the tag team of the Carolina Connection. These two teams were our first ever tag match here in AMO Wrestling. Of course, we have some other people. We have the Champions and the Young Lions, as well as 2/3 of the Devilfish family. 2/3 of Subway, of course, as well. Have a decent bit of trios running around here in AMO Wrestling. And coming back, making their way down to the ring. We see Matt Heathers and Romero. Of course, I mentioned they were part of a trio. Their third member is that of Ichi. Ichi's in that WWX AMO World Title match. Now making their way down, the final team, the second ever AMO Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We have DeAndre Campbell and William Reynolds, aka the Young Lions. Now, of course, for the Young Lions, due to the match stipulation and what we are asking of them at the moment, these tag team titles do have a guaranteed rematch. That, along with their already title defense. Ref sounds for the bell, 60 minutes on the clock. As I mentioned, the rules of this match are a fatal 4-way tag team match with eliminations. That means if Arthur Finch is pinned, Sebastian Ramos can still stay in and have the chance to still win this match for the team. This is the team part of tag team wrestling. As we see the knee getting driven in by DeAndre Campbell. Interesting to see early on kind of what tag teams lean towards fighting what other tag teams. Fairly split all around, almost a perfect game of rock, paper, scissors. Sebastian almost hugging the ref. Marcus Lawrence taking a drive. Oh, William Reynolds in the back there. As I mentioned, we would run down the WWE2K match card for AMO Wrestling and all of our affiliates, even though it might not necessarily be a solely AMO contest. We start off with the Pure Wrestling Championship as the undefeated Kenji Kobayashi will fight Sniper in Pure Wrestling rules for the title. Two very hard-hitting styles. Could see early round knockouts. I'd be surprised if we saw a submission in that one. I would also not be surprised if we had to go to extra rounds for that one as well. Next, we have the already announced, first match announced from AMO Wrestling. Selena Violet, winning that #1 contendership at External Conflict, will now go on to face Destiny Martinez for that women's championship. Of course, Destiny ended up beating Courtney in her rematch on a regular weekly episode of AMO Wrestling. There is also the EWTV Championship. Will be Aaron the Destroyer, Eddie Reed, and the AMO representative Bobby Blackwell. Of course, Bobby winning that ladder match last week. Bobby undefeated in his own right. Of course, he has only had 2 matches thus far, but the fact that he is undefeated in one of those matches is said ladder match is really something to say. We look back to the ring, we're inside 3 minutes of action already. No eliminations thus yet. Marcus Lawrence in a heel hook by Romero. Romero so good at just grabbing limbs. Truly is a devilfish in that aspect. That's the way he can just work his body around. It's almost like he has 8 arms when it comes to grabbing. Oh, and we see the Billy Goat's Curse on Arthur Finch by William Reynolds. It would be a really fun match to see the Devilfish family versus the Young Lions in the future, as we see another Billy Goat's Curse by William Reynolds, this time on Sebastian. Pin, ref finally getting around to a kick out by Romero. The final 2 AMO-related matches I should go back to now is that of the AMO World Title match, which will be the champion PK King going up against Midas and Ichi, and a 2 out of 3 falls triple threat match. A lot of quick pinfalls happening in the middle of the ring now. Yes, 2 out of 3 pinfalls. It's not elimination. You don't have to pin both people to end up winning. You can end up pinning the person who is not the champion twice and walk out victorious. It's a lot of strain on the champion. But considering the circumstances in which this match had to come about with both men beating the champ has already taken 2 pinfalls. It is up for the 2 challengers to then find the next pinfall, essentially, going into this matchup. As the champion only needs to pin one of them twice as well. That'll be a very interesting match as we go into the Spectrum Center. And of course, the WWX Gauntlet match. We have been building up to this all month long. We have people like Leon Stark, Eddie J, Chandler Finch, Coda Riley, and Luke Franklin in this matchup. The alternate spots in this Rumble are not known at the time of this recording. People would love that later spot in that matchup. Of course, only a few can actually have it. As we see a pinfall, Sebastian Ramos looking frustrated that he did not get the pin. Ref Austin Oliver able to break out of it. William Reynolds now getting some kick combinations in on Romero, taking him down to the ground. So far, everything's relatively stayed in the ring. Of course, we have had spillage to the outside. The thing about this match, it is not a false count anywhere match. You must have your pinfalls inside of the ring to eliminate your opponent. No, quick kick out there by Matt Heathers. Oh, as we see Arthur Finch in that armbar now. Romero working in, possibly you could see a tag. No, he breaks out of it. No, everybody is still in this match as we are almost 8 minutes in. Two count there by Matt Heathers. Everything is so chaotic in this matchup right now. And that is what we thrive on here. Six men in the ring. Outside we have Sebastian and Romero. Another 2 count there. Marcus Lawrence picking up Romero as he power bombs him. If he had a follow-up, he did not get the opportunity to do so. As everything starts caving in. Matches like this, very easily a marathon and not a sprint, as we see another submission hold on to Arthur Finch as he is able to get out once again. A lot of different ways to eliminate your opponents here. Sebastian Ramos. And that backstabber on Romero. Double pinfall by Subway as Romero is eliminated, and a kick out there by DeAndre Campbell. Our first elimination nearly 10 minutes into the match as everybody inside is just exhausted. You have, in a lot of matches, in a lot of tag team matches, you have to worry about the 180 degrees in front of you, while your partner can worry about the 80 degrees behind you. In this match, you are both working on 360 cameras. We see William Reynolds going for the pinfall now. 3 as Arthur Finch not able to break it up, and Sebastian Ramos now eliminated as well. We are down to 6. There are still 2 tag teams still at 100% in the Carolina Connection. And the Young Lions, the champions. Your Matt Heathers or Arthur Finch, you got to start possibly looking to ally with each other, trying to get your own self possibly a little safety. In this match, we have 4 of the best teams here in AMO. Still 2 not necessarily being represented here, and that is our first ever tag team champions contested, and that of Ring Rust. I'm sure they will have their opportunity later on to possibly get another shot back at whoever is able to walk out of here, as we see William Reynolds inside of the ring with the team of Carolina Connection. I'd like to change one thing I said. I mentioned that this was a not false count anywhere. That was my own fault. This is a false count anywhere match. Anywhere and everywhere you can get a pinfall, you will be able to get a pinfall, as we see that sliding German from Marcus Lawrence onto Arthur Finch as he goes for the pin. And a kick out there by Arthur Finch. Did not expect him to be able to withstand that ferocity. Still 6 men left in this matchup, as Marcus Lawrence now double underhook. Knees to the chest to William Reynolds as he rolls out of the ring, smartly so. DeAndre Campbell now with the sliding drive-by kick to the side of the head of Arthur Finch. Kick out there by Arthur Finch again. That move has put so many opponents away in the past. Arthur Finch still able to keep his composure thus far. Arthur Finch going up to the top rope. Austin Oliver going for the pinfall. Marcus Lawrence knocking Arthur off the top rope there. As Matt Heathers was almost about to be in a very precarious situation by the setup of William Reynolds. Now he has just been able to roll out of the ring. As we see the ataxia by DeAndre Campbell looking to go for the pin on Marcus Lawrence now. 1, 2, and he gets the 3rd pinfall. Meaning the only whole team left in this contest is that of the Young Lions, the champions, still having the numbers advantage. And right now, with 5 people left, that is huge. Of course, that is not the majority, but the fact of the matter that you still can almost sacrifice a pinfall is a great asset to have in a match that it takes this much out of you. As William Reynolds, Matt Heathers still in the ring, Austin Oliver and DeAndre Campbell outside. Ref now coming outside to count the pin. And Austin Oliver is able to kick out as William Reynolds suicide diving through, taking out Matt Heathers. We see Austin Oliver with the prawn hold on William Reynolds, but no, a kick out there. I've seen it before where moves like that can catch somebody so off guard that it ends up being successful despite the person's health. No tag team has been fully eliminated quite yet, as we are 15 minutes into this matchup. Now, of course, the 60 minutes in the time limit is very ambitious. That is more so to just in case somebody is able to outlast, as William Reynolds able to break up the pin now. And they will be able to walk away holding the titles. You see the ataxia by Matt Heathers now. 2, 3 count as this cul-de-sac kick connects with William Reynolds. We have one representative from each team remaining. And that's it for the champs, as Matt Heathers, ataxia himself, the Black Dagger, has ended up being enough to knock out DeAndre Campbell. Meaning we will have new AMO World Champions after this match, and it will be either Subway, Carolina Connection, or the Devilfish Family. Devilfish Family having the opportunity, if Matt Heathers is able to withstand the rest of this match, has the opportunity, if everything works out with Ichi, to hold all of the titles possible that they can hold. Of course, Kenji and Destiny, for the moment, their titles are safe from the Devilfish Family. But Arthur Finch now laying in kicks on Austin Oliver. Double stomp to the chest now. This is just a simple elimination triple threat match, as Matt Heathers now goes for the pin. Kick out by Austin Oliver. Striking back and forth. Taking out the ref now is Austin Oliver. Is Arthur Finch. Finally able to grab him from behind. An interesting thing as we see going for the double stomp is Matt Heathers and Arthur Finch. They were the first ever AMO Wrestling match. If you go all the way back to episode 1 and the first opening match, it is Matt Heathers versus Arthur Finch. As Matt Heathers was going for the drop kick in the corner, missed there. Austin Oliver stomping Arthur Finch. Of course, that first match has taken them very different places. Austin Oliver looking for the roll it ripcord kapu kick. Not able to hit it there, as Arthur Finch was able to block it for the moment. Almost 20 minutes into this matchup. With Arthur Finch caving in Matt Heathers. 1, 2, 3. As it is down to Austin Oliver and Arthur Finch. We are either going to have new tag team champions in Subway or the Carolina Connection. step-up punch to the head of Arthur Finch. And he might be knocked out cold from that punch to the temple. 3 count as the Carolina Connection, Marcus Lawrence and Austin Oliver are your new tag team champions. As I'm sure the Young Lions are looking to cash in their rematch. But that rematch will have to wait until 2021. As your tag team champions. See Marcus Lawrence celebrating on the outside now as Austin Oliver still in the ring holding up the titles. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this evening. We will see you at World War X.